Morning, crew. We'll talk to you a little bit today about the Cincinnati Bengals and the 2010 NFL Draft. I almost said the 1999 Draft. Shows you, but I'm showing my age here. Of course, in the first round, the Bengals had the 21st pick overall, and they picked Jermaine Gresham, a 6'5", 261-pound tight end out of Oklahoma. They filled their biggest void in the passing game with the selection of Gresham. Gives the team a legitimate threat in the middle of the field, and his exceptional receiving skills should be a nice complement to Chad Ochocinco and Antonio Bryant. Given that Carson really struggled last year, I think this really ought to open up the passing game for the Bengals and open up the running game a little bit more with Cedric Benson. So I think it's an excellent pick for the Bengals. They get what they need. They've never had a great tight end, and this could be the first real guy. And he's big enough to block too, so he's a blocker and a heck of a receiver. So, and then round 2, they picked up a kid out of Florida, Carlos Dunlap. Great talent, a little questionable on his desire. Has lit up a little bit. Got a character issue, supposedly. We don't know. Playing for Urban Meyer, Urban probably gets rid of him before they get this far. But I'd say that they're getting really good. They're really able to pick up some extra mileage out of players that have been questionable in the past. I think Carlos Dunlap could be that. I think the kid out of Georgia Tech last year, Michael Williams, I think defensive end, he's a tough athlete too, coming out great. He'd probably been a top 5 pick if he hadn't had issues. If he come out this year and he hadn't had issues in the past, so you pair him with Dunlap, Jumpy Gathers out there. They got then you're bringing back a kid from the Titans who was hurt last year, who had so many sacks before he got injured. But he's a freak. They call him the Freak too. He's got great quickness. He can come off the edge and just tear it up. He's kind of lacks consistency in his motor, but he's really got talent. So maybe the Bengals and Zimmer can bring it out of him. On round 3, they picked up Jordan Shipley out of Texas. Of course, everybody's looking at him, slot receiver, kind of in that Wes Walker type of mold. 5'11", 183 out of Texas. He was the go-to man for Colt McCoy over there at Texas. So I think this pick could really be a good one for the Bengals this year. I'm really looking forward to seeing Shipley open it up and the slot, and with Jermaine Gresham and then Chad Ochocinco on the outside. And if an Antonio Bryant can come in and adapt to the Bengals system, I think we could have a really good pass game this year. Then round 3, we picked up a cornerback, Brandon G. out of Wake Forest. Pretty highly ranked for a third pick. He was 32nd pick in the third round, 96 overall. He's one of the fastest corners at the combine. He was in a low 4.4 second range, and his impressive straight line speed gives him a chance to make his nickel corner. Not sure about his hips, whether he can flip him and run on the break, but looks like he could be a good nickel man for him. He'll need some skill refinement to fill his potential. But the Bengals have a luxury of waiting for his development. Did outstanding talent we've got at that position with Jonathan Joseph and Leon Hall. That's a heck of a group out there on the corners. And now picking up Pac-Man Jones, I think the corners, strengthening up the corner to the level we've got now, is going to give Mike Zimmer the ability to not use as many blitz packs in the past, really put some heat on running game and really put some pressure with that defense this year. Maybe get back to those turnovers we had several years ago when we went to playoffs the first time. I think Zimmer's really going to be happy with the picks he got this year. And then around 4, we picked up a big defensive tackle out of Georgia, Space Eater, 6'1", 293, Geno Atkins. Good strength for position. Gives him another big body to use at nose tackle, which is a big place in NFL these days. So, the Bengals got a chance to move this defense up in the top echelon in the NFL. So this guy gives us some extra depth and defensive line going with Pecco and Of course, they got Tank, kid out of Dallas, Tank Johnson, I think it is. So they're trying to bolster up that defensive line now in the center. Then in the fourth round, they picked up a kid out of Texas, 6'2", 246, Roderick McElroy. They don't know that much about him. He was a good player at Texas, good instincts and awareness, and he plays much faster than he tested in the workouts. So, given the Bengals' talent at the linebacker position, I'd make his contribution probably as a special teams player in the off season. So we'll see how that one goes. And this is a latter round pick, so it's not that big of a deal if it doesn't play out. Then they're going to pick up a kid out of Eastern Illinois, 6'5", 312, Otis Hudson. He's a really good pick. He's got good feet, really good feet, long arms. And he's pick up some strength and weight room. But the offensive line coach, Alexander, loved him when he worked him out, and he's really thorough in his evaluation. So I think we might have picked up another kid in the offensive line for us moving on. So I think that we got some depth here for the future. And then round 6, picked up Desmond Briscoe, wide receiver out of Kansas, 6'2", 207. Actually graded pretty high. He's a very talented wide receiver. Ran poorly at the combine and had some off-field concerns as far as work ethic. Considers he's big, physical receiver with good hands and worth a shot at this point. So, I mean, 6th round pick for somebody like this, I think was really good value for the Bengals. And of course, they got Reggie Stevens from Iowa State, 6'3", 333. Offensive line, he's all-conference Big 12 and a good inline blocker with impressive change of direction. He'll give the Bengals more quality depth on their interior offensive line, which is really what they need. So, building an offensive line, making sure they can stay healthy during the year, because the NFL season, is so long now. These guys are getting the hell beat out of them. They got to have somebody in there to back them up. So, crew, in closing, what I would say is that our Bengals got a good shot this year. We beefed up offensive line, got a lot of depth, a lot of rounds. We certainly improved our position in the receiving core. We got a hell of a defensive end in Carlos Dunlop. Probably if he pans out, doesn't have characteristics, he probably stole a top 5 pick there. Combined it with Michael Williams last year. Again, probably another top 5 pick. Now the defensive line is really strengthening up. Now we got some really good edge rushers. So we got some depth at the end position. We got a hell of cornerbacks. Defensive backfield is the only thing we're really lacking is a big-time safety. Maybe that's what we'll pick up next year. So I'd say our defense is going to put us at the top. Carson's going to really be strong next year, getting protection, and got a lot of receivers to throw to. So we'll see what the Bengals do next year. I think they're going to have a good shot. They got the 4th toughest schedule in the NFL. If they can just get to the playoffs and get there healthy with going through that schedule we're going to go through next year, I think they got a good shot. We got to get past the damn Colts. That's our number one nemesis. I think we got the Steelers down finally, where we believe we can beat them. The ones that we have a really hard time with, the damn Colts and Peyton Manning. So hopefully we got the edge rushers and put the heat on Manning, but the only way we're going to beat the Colts, we're going to have to outscore them. So the defense stop everybody else. Who the hell can stop Peyton Manning is what I want to know. I mean, Belichick about the only guy in the league. Of course, Saints had to outscore him last year, and he kind of had a bad game in the Super Bowl. Don't know what's going on there, but he didn't do that against the Bengals. He kind of thinks the Bengals are his to be had. So hopefully this year we can get to the big dance again, see what we can do. Maybe we can bring one home for the Cincinnati for this region. Love to see Super Bowl championship. See you guys later. I hope you like my video. Hope you like my analysis of the Bengals draft this year. And let's cheer the Bengals on and Hoo Day.